Hey folks, Keith with 93 Lumber coming back at you with another episode of Sunday's Spirit. I think that's what I'm calling it. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. On this episode, I'm going to be drinking Jägermeister, which is something that I used to drink it all the time. Or not, there was a period of time where this is what I drank. And I have not had it in probably over 10 years. Because one time I was hanging out with people and I went to, I used to buy one of this size, which is 200 milliliters. And that's what I would drink for the night, throughout the night. And one time I was hanging out with people and I went to go get a bottle and they didn't have this size. They had the next size up, which I don't know if it was a 375 or what it was. Maybe it was a 400 milliliter. Or, I don't know. I'm not sure what it was. But it was a little bit bigger than this one. And that was a bad time. And that was the last time I drank Jägermeister. So yeah, this is Jägermeister. 56 selected botanicals. I've never really looked at the label on here. So, also, like when I'd go out to bars, I would get Jaeger on the rocks. That's what I would drink. It is 35% alcohol by volume. Crafted from our gently extracted botanical essence, refined in oak and blended to harmonize our herbal liqueur. Best served ice cold, drink responsibly. I am not drinking this ice cold. I am just drinking this like this. So if I start throwing up everywhere, I am sorry. So yeah, I haven't had this in probably somewhere between 10 to 12 years. Yeah, it's dark brown, but there's a little bit of red in there. Yeah, it actually looks pretty nice. It's a pretty good looking liquid. I'm so used to swirling glasses that I just do that now. Yeah, but it's clear. There's no doesn't, as far as I can tell, there's nothing floating around in it and nothing like that. But yeah, brown with some nice deep red. Let's see what it smells like. Yeah, it's a bit boozy. Smells like licorice, which is why I like it so much, because I like licorice. But it has that anise. It has like a fennel thing. There's like a minty thing in here. Maybe some eucalyptus. There's a bitterness to it. And for a second there, I thought I was getting like a citrus thing. Yeah. I'm gonna stop smelling it because it's like the alcohol is fucking a little harsh on this, so I'm going to drink it now. Cheers. Man, that is so fucking good. Oh, yeah. Definitely instant warming of all the things. It kind of, well, I had a pizza bagel before, and I kind of, I didn't burn the roof of my mouth, but when the bagel was kind of crispy, so the roof of my mouth got a little cut up. So it made that tingle a little bit. But yeah, there is like a big like booziness to it, but once that like it kind of hits you up front, and it's probably a little bit smoother when it's cold. But that big alcohol thing kind of hits you up front with the licorice anise. Yeah, it's more like black licorice in up front. And then, but it's smooth after that. Oh man, am I gonna stop drinking beer and just drink Jaeger now? Possibly. Yeah. It reminds me. It kind of reminds me of just like a really. It's kind of just like a bitters, really. Probably a more palatable bitters. It's a little lower ABV than most bitters, at least the ones that I've dealt with. Yeah, but those things that I was getting, yeah, that citrus thing is in here too. But yeah, it's very similar to the nose. The minty thing, eucalyptus. There's the citrus thing comes off a little differently, but but it's more of like kind of like a lemon, or not lemon, but like a citrus peel kind of thing. And it was really good. I was afraid I was going to drink this and I was going to like regret it immediately. But I don't. It's fucking good. I don't know if people don't like Jaeger, but if I imagine people who don't like black licorice or like anise or like fennel, I love fennel too. But if you don't kind of like that kind of stuff, I would imagine you wouldn't like this. I know I was saying it's like bitters, but there is a sweetness here. I should mention that because that would be doing it a disservice. Yeah. It's actually that's weird. That's interesting. Because as soon as I said I should probably mention the sweetness, I immediately thought of maple syrup. And there is a maple syrup kind of sweetness to this. Or maybe a combination of like a little bit of citrus, a little bit of maple syrup and a little bit of honey. But like when it starts to crystallize, like when the sugars start to crystallize, a little bit of that. Ooh. Getting on the nose right now, I'm getting huge black licorice. It's awesome. I'm gonna abandon the channel and just do live streams where I drink Jaeger on the rocks. Go back to my old ways. I forget exactly when I started doing that. But yeah, it must have been like 10, 12 years ago. So it's 2023. That would be 2011 to 2013. Yeah, it's probably somewhere in there. Yeah, this is good. There's probably other things in here that I'm not picking up, obviously, because there's 56 selected botanicals. But yeah, I don't know. It's really good. It might be, like I said, it might not be everyone's thing, but yeah. Yeah. This is more of like this is less of a review or a sampling kind of thing and more of like a nostalgic kind of thing. Because this could have gone bad. Because I know people who like have that thing that they drank too much of, and like for their entire lives they can't go near it because they just have a what's the word? Just there's a word that I can't think of, but they just have like a reaction to it. It's no bueno. I got a little bit of a dryness, or I'm starting to get a little bit of a dryness. That's cool. All right, this has gone on too long. So yeah, this has been an episode of Sunday Spirit. And join me next Sunday for probably mezcal, probably. I don't know. There's a few options, so we'll see. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well, taking care of yourselves, taking care of each other. You can like this video if you would like to, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. You can follow me on Instagram, 93lumber. That's spelled out, 93lumber. And we will see you in the next one. Cheers.